Bonsoir mes amis, welcome back to the first tree. Now we're kind of not Super Fox but Jesus Fox, because we could walk on water. Great game. 10 out of 10. Here we are, pushing through.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this.
Aww.
I'm sorry for everything,
hear the
and I
story
know
of
you need
Jesus
space,
Fox.
but I'm here for you.
The first known fox to walk on water.
You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Probably boring. Dramatic music starting. Is this it? I don't know. Oh. Is that a deer? My dear friend. What are you doing here? Wanna help me find the wolf? Cant.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came.
Right.
I thought that my mother was one of those birds. And it made me want to be free like her. My
happened to
mom
your
taught me
mom?
how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself
Probably
I would
cancer.
fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Only sad stories in this game. Only dead people. And dead foxes. The big bad wolf.
I think we both have always loved animals. And for me that love started with a dog.
Aw.
Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would
poor
even
Rottweiler.
steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Well, just a doggy after all.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every
Alcoholic.
way. Except he was in the military as well.
And got PTSD.
He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami
Aw.
birds and carried dog biscuits around.
Beautiful.
I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
Would have expected that. The twist.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
Right.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that
Why did you
feeling.
look away your
The
bike?
wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
Right.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just
No.
so pointless. just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself, how could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry, I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out.
Oh, nobody
These
knows.
quiet
That's
hours
fun
will
about it.
turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
First tree.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
I see the deal.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
To do some payback move. Trusting the person now. Looking for a profit. Oh, I hunt him down there. I'm super fox after all. Somebody has to do it. Into the light. It's awesome. Amazing. Great jumping. Whoosh. Come on, Wolfie. I mean, Foxy. That's 100. Done. We need to find the first tree and our family. A wolf. Loading. Oh, it's raining.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree.
Aww.
She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
Well, yeah, we ended up. Not only because I want the lighting up there, because I believe the ending will come. See you next time. Toodaloo.